The murders committed in Sudan, and especially Darfur, have led UNF students to take action. The students held a die-in at the Student Union. A die-in is a form of protest where participants lie on the ground to simulate being dead. They lie on the ground dressed in all black as a reminder of the lives that have been taken. Every day in Darfur, over 300 people are slain. Around 400,000 people have been killed to date. As people donate, a person will rise from the ground and hand the donor a daisy. The proceeds will go to stop the genocide and provide for the South Sudan refugees. One of the participants, Katie Flynn, has been passionate about helping for Darfur since she was 11 years old.
To raise awareness, people don't seem to understand that it's going on, and I think it's something that people really need to recognize and understand that these things are happening.
In an effort to raise more money for these refugees, there were also t-shirts and baked goods for sale. All of the money goes directly to the Bridges of Sudan organization. And here's one student who juggles being on the court and classes. Sherelle Dow has more.
First meet Andreas Diaz, you would think he's a regular student here at the University of North Florida. Andreas, who also goes by Andy, is a junior and is a communications major with a track in public relations. He doesn't go directly to class every day though. After eating a healthy breakfast, Andy walks over to a sports complex where he practices shooting some hoops. Diaz has been playing basketball since he was 10 years old, so this is nothing new to him. Diaz plays for our UNF men's basketball team and has been for 3 years.
We all understand that being a student can be difficult, but being a student and an athlete can put busy on a different level.
It's hard at first, having to balance class with basketball, but it's not so bad. They help us out with study hall, and they give us a lot of help, so I do pretty well academically.
Andy makes time in his busy schedule with class, practice, and games to even add some extra time to study, whenever he can, even after a late practice. He tells me that academics are very important to him, but he still takes some time out of his day to play a little Madden with his teammates and friends. He tells me it's a good way to keep his mind off things so he can relax and take a breather. Practicing before a game is a regular routine for Mr. Diaz, and he understands that practice does make perfect. Even with his busy schedule, he still takes some time out to say friendly hellos to any fans.
So it looks like Andy has a lot going on, and he really does do a great job at showing us how to balance being a student and being an athlete.
It's fall, and that means it's time for the 12th annual Greater Jacksonville Agricultural Fair. The 12-day celebration began November 2nd and will continue until November 13th. For information on daily times, contests, and special events, visit the fair's website.
Next, we'll tell you about a local offensive lineman who will be joining his brother on the football field.
I'm Joe Hellriegel, and coming up in sports, see what the baseball team did in their offseason, how the basketball team did in their first game of the season, plus...
I'm Sam Hauser, and coming up in sports, find out which member of the Bulls football team is our athlete of the week.